What's up, you fucking cocks?
Why can't we get sharks with freaking laser beams?
Freaking laser beams.
Freaking laser beams.
Let's talk about that. What happened to Mike Myers?
What the fuck did happen to Mike Myers? Because
He makes so much money and he like said, "Fuck you guys."
That's the dude from
Austin
Powers, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but yeah, he hasn't been around in a long time.
The last movie I saw him in was fucking Love Guru, and that was like.
It was Jacques Lecoq.
Jacques Lecoq.
I haven't even seen
And
Fucked up with
you never
the
seen that
ketchup.
one with Jacques?
That was
Jacques
fucking
Lecoq
hilarious.
and,
it. It sounds funny as fuck.
I love that.
oh, dude, no, that's a good one.
It's not one of his best ones, but it's
But
good.
it's like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, definitely.
You guys ever watched 54?
never.
What's 54?
It's about Studio 54, and he's like, you remember that? Like a popular nightclub. Like
Yeah. And I do remember
70s.
there being a movie about it.
Yeah.
There was I saw a thing with fucking Joey Diaz talking about not Area 54.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Cocksuckers. He was talking about Studio 54. He's like, you can fucking do a bump, fucking get fucked, and then fucking do something else before 6 o'clock and you'll be home. That's what Studio 54 was like.
Joey Diaz bad. You saw Joey Diaz, huh?
I did see
How
Joey.
was that?
Wow, it's kind of tough to say. Like, I don't think he was the funniest person I saw that night,
Yeah.
but he was the most entertaining, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right on. Who else
You
did you see?
knew how to work the crowd.
I saw, so not George Lopez, but there's another George or Lopez. All you guys look the same to me. I can't.
That wasn't racist.
Not racist at all.
He was funny, but I saw the dude from the league, Kevin from the league.
Oh yeah.
He was funny.
Yeah,
He was solid.
I've watched a bunch of his stand-up too. I like the one where he talks about when he moved wherever he moved to, and then he ordered pizza, and then the guy showed up without his pizza, and he was like, I don't know, man, I'm high as fuck, and he was like, you're my new weed dealer.
I don't remember that joke, but he was funny. But Joey Diaz was hilarious.
Hell yeah! Didn't you see the jiu-jitsu dude too?
Yeah.
He's real into conspiracy theories and
yeah.
stuff. What the hell is his name? Little skinny guy.
Little skinny guy.
God damn it! What is his name?
Skinny penis.
Hey Jamie, look that up for us.
Hey Jamie.
I'm gonna look it up real fast because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't.
Just ask my wife. That's what she's going to do.
That's my life. It's my life.
Jacques Lecoq.
Skinny guy.
God damn it! What's his
You're
name?
like, oh, that's your penis.
I don't even know what to Google.
It's alright.
Jiu-jitsu comedian?
God made me this way.
How do I spell jiu-jitsu? Jew, Jew.
We're about to go down a Holocaust road.
That wasn't about race.
How long do you put a pizza in the oven for?
It depends on the pizza.
How long do you put a Jew in the
About
oven
30.
What?
What'd you say?
Whoa, we're going fucking dark.
No, I'm being serious. Like, how long did they fucking like do that? That's fucked up, bro.
Like, oh, does it matter?
Yeah, they shouldn't have done it in the first place.
No.
But are you really that curious?
Yeah, like
I'm
I want to know
curious
like
too,
how
but,
long.
like,
Till they were dead.
How many did they put in there, and like how many did they,
They didn't burn them. It was gas chambers, wasn't it?
The gas one, and then
Yeah.
I think they did like the oven shit too.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
fucked
just
up.
fucked
They did all
up,
kinds of
bro.
fucked up shit.
Like,
Yeah.
and like people.
How did this go from
people
fucking
think-
jiu-jitsu man to fucking the
No,
Holocaust?
that's what I'm saying.
My
It's like
fault.
people
I know,
think,
huh?
people think that today is hard. Like it's not hard, man.
You're right.
It's not fucking hard.
We-
Like
we
life
got
is
it.
not hard right
We
now.
got it pretty fucking easy,
That's what
honestly.
she said.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
I'm
talk
fucking
to me.
bricked up right now.
You're gonna have to talk into the microphone.
I hear that all the time. But you know what I mean?
But no, yeah, I definitely agree. Like people nowadays are fucking bunch of bitches. They're
Us included.
Yeah.
Serious.
yeah.
fucking
No, we
good.
really are. We really are. Like I was listening to this talk the other day where they're like, they're talking about like white privilege and stuff, and oh, you got
Wow,
white
we're
privilege.
gonna fucking go here. I
No,
don't
no.
know.
I'm just saying like that's just
You
what they're
said we're all
saying
the
now.
same.
Yeah, Yeah.
No, I said you look the same.
Do we look the same?
No.
No.
Not at all, huh?
No.
Okay.
Well,
I bet you're related though.
it is the home.
More than likely we are.
You're all cousins. You're all primos.
Hey, Primo!
Yeah. What was I gonna say, man? I forgot what we were talking about.
Something about the Jews and how long
White privilege is the last thing I heard.
Yeah, you said
and white privilege.
you heard something about white privilege.
Oh yeah, you're talking about white privilege, and you guys really think like, oh, it was the Akash stand up, and he was talking about, man, you guys don't even know how privileged you are just because you have a fucking toilet in your house. He was like, yeah, they made paper to fucking wipe your ass, and he was like, yeah, that's pretty privileged. You don't even realize it.
Right? Like, yeah, man. Like, nobody knows what it's like to be fucking in the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Nowadays, man.
For sure.
Nobody knows that shit, man. We all complain and bitch and fucking, we're all worried about the, and I pray for everybody who's affected by the coronavirus and all this shit that's going on, man. But nobody knows how grateful we are, and you need to be grateful for the shit you're going through, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you're still here, be grateful for it.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Where do you guys stand on white privilege?
Where do we stand on white privilege?
Yeah,
I don't think
just,
that's a
just
thing.
curious.
I don't think
I'm
that.
halfway, so
I
don't give a
feel,
fuck.
I feel like America is the epitome of that shit.
Yeah, I think that's fucking.
I love
Happy
my country, but fuck the United States right now.
But if you go to any other fucking country, like they're like, who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah, it's
I
not
think
about who you
white
are, what
privilege is-
color you are.
I think half of that is just fucking media. And
Oh yeah,
fucking
all it
no,
is,
for
social
sure,
media,
for sure.
media fucking
That's just like it
manipulation.
is. It's like nothing against like black people, but like Black Lives Matter and like white privilege and shit like that. I think it's all they make it bigger than what it is, and I really feel, and I'm gonna get all conspiracy theorists and shit like that, but I really think that like they use it against us, and they use.
It's aliens, bro. I'm telling you right now. Watch it. It'll stop in like 3 seconds.
That's a conspiracy
See, it's gone.
theory.
See?
What were we talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah, let's start this motherfucker over.
No. No.
Okay, let's.
The aliens just came down.
The aliens is coming down. We coming down. We coming down. But anyways, no, I think that fucking racism is ignorance, and I really think that the like political parties, no, they use that shit. It's just like so much shit that happened this last the last year or two, and they're talking about like the critical race theory and shit. I think that's a fucking bunch of crock of shit too. I don't really think that they should be teaching us that,
I think
teaching the
that
kids
would-
that in school.
I think the other crock of shit is like the fucking 60 fucking genders or all that fucking bullshit.
Oh my fucking god.
Science, you gotta
Yeah.
follow the science.
Fuck over it.
There's two genders.
There's a penis
you
and a
either have
vagina.
a PP or a vajayjay,
And a vagina.
and that's it.
Like, you're a human
There's
no matter
two.
what. Like, you know what I mean? If you're alive, we respect you. Do what the fuck you gotta do.
But don't
You know what I
try to
mean?
fucking
Live your
force that
life.
shit.
But God or whatever the fuck created us, God or aliens, made a fucking being with a fucking probe, right? And then another being with a fucking hole, right?
I still can't find the beat.
And so you fucking
It has to go
probe
somewhere.
the hole.
I flick,
Like, man, like
I flick the beam from time to
I'm
time.
telling like,
But yeah.
I'm not hating
That's why I'm going to
I'm not-
Germany. I'm on a
That
journey to
shit,
find the
that shit
glitters.
makes me mad, man.
Oh yeah, no, it makes me mad too. And I mean, I really think like, especially this last
You want to go through some
This-
Holocaust? They
But,
burn-
this last
they
year-
burn the beans.
Anyway, you were saying
beans
something?
don't burn in the kitchen.
No, they get
Is it
refried.
the Jeffersons?
But yeah, I think like the critical race theory and shit, I think it's a fucking crock of shit. I really think that they exploit different races just so they can follow or fall victim
Oh, yeah.
to their
It's all-
political
it's all
ideologies.
It's all political.
I really fucking believe that. Because how many people do you guys really know that are really racist? It's not that
We're
many.
all fucking racist.
I mean, we're all racist
We're
a
all
little bit,
fucking
but
racist.
no, they use that shit. they use that shit against them just so they can follow their political ideologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. For sure, man.
Like, and one thing I found out, like, just growing up, is fucking the world isn't so fucking black and white.
No,
No.
man. No.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
not.
brown also.
It's not brown as well.
It's very
It's very shitty.
It was like it's white.
I really feel like most people nowadays, though, they're like, we're all waking up to the fucking bullshit that whatever,
All the fucking
like,
dumb shit.
yeah, whatever the corporate media and all the politicians and shit are like fucking shoving down your throat. And no,
What are they
but,
shoving
for
down your
reals.
throat, Tom?
Oh, you don't even know. Man. Hey, it's all lies. And but you know what? I'm like one of them people that'll be like, no, not the lies, not the lies. I
No,
don't
that's
believe
gay.
them lies.
That's gay.
But you know what? There's a lot of people out there like, lie to me, baby, lie to me. For reals. Did you guys know that CNN's ratings dropped 91% over the like the last couple of weeks? 91% is
to make money.
that's mainstream media. 91% down. That's dead serious. That's fact.
You know what pisses me off though is where do they make that money? Who pays for that shit? You know who
The
does?
people that
Us.
Yeah.
No,
All of us
the
motherfuckers
people
who
that
work.
align with their
the
ideology.
corporate motherfuckers.
No, all of us who fucking work our asses off, blood, sweat, and tears, and get our taxes raked every fucking year. Where does it go, man? Where does the gross pay grow?
We have no idea.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
so anyways,
Grow.
they
Doesn't
okay
grow.
over this last year they did like $3.5 billion, and then they're maybe it was a little bit more than that. What the fuck do you guys get? $1,200? Where's all the rest of that shit?
I didn't
Where is
make
it
a
going to? What is it,
fucking thing.
dude? That made inflation just rise. Inflation is the highest it's been in a long time. It might actually hit an all-time high. I forget what
Yeah,
it is.
it was all-time high. At
Was it?
7.5%, I think,
I don't know.
for inflation.
7.5%
There
inflation.
needs to be an uprising with fucking the American people, man. If we're America, if we're the United States, like we need to fucking like come
That's
together
a
and bring
problem. We're
it.
not
But what-
united
but what-
at all.
Yeah, at all.
No.
Revolutionize this shit, make
No.
it happen.
And you know what's fucked up is, okay, a lot of people will say, okay, this is oh, look what happened when Biden came into office and there he's divided more people. And then like the Democrats would say, well, no, that's what happened when Trump came into office and when the Republicans took over. And that actually started about the second term of Obama's presidency. It was when everybody started to divide. And it's just so fucking out of hand. Like the average person, everybody's fucking
Yeah,
sick of it.
yeah, something like I noticed that like around the same time too. It was just like shit wasn't like it was before that time. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
no,
at
it
all.
wasn't.
It wasn't
It
like
wasn't.
everything felt normal, and then like
Because
you
it
could
was
feel-
because it was
you
getting
could feel
back to
there.
normal,
You could
man.
feel there was fucking tension.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's out of hand. And man, I used to be a proud Democrat, and but that's back when I believed that the Democratic Party. Yeah, I was a cut.
That's when I
The
believed
Democratic
Nancy
Party
Pelosi
is
was
for
hot.
they're for the working class. The Democrats, you got to stand up for the people. You got to stand up for the working class. You got to stand up for the poor. Stand up for your rights. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, we're fucking Democratic and whatever till you realize what the Democratic Party stands for. And you're like, dude, I've been lied to my whole fucking life. Why the fuck would I want to support a party that actually I don't support no
why would you
political
support
parties?
any political party at
that-
that?
Yeah, exactly.
get
What's
it.
your take on that shit, Blue?
So that's the problem,
Uh-huh.
I think. That
Okay.
we should not be a two-class society.
Fucking
Yeah,
A right.
How many people fall into
Amen.
two classes? Nobody.
Nobody.
We're fucking.
The average fucking Joes.
Yeah, we're average. I
Exactly,
mean,
man.
we're all in the middle. I would think most people in this country are all in the middle.
Exactly.
But-
We are all in the middle. It's like okay, life is all about balance. You know, you go too far right or you go too far left, and you're falling off the
fucked up.
fucking you're fucked.
That's the problem. We hear
It's just
the
balance.
voices that are too far right,
That's why
too
they're-
far left. We don't hear.
It's all the radical.
If
fucking,
you guys want to know a $1 billion idea?
Yes.
Let's go.
A news channel that's news
it's actual-
these days.
Yeah.
I mean, because I would think most people are like us, right?
That's independent media.
We're just normal people,
Yeah.
but independent media. I mean, I'm talking like mainstream just news.
That's the thing though with mainstream. Okay, the Republican
I take
Party.
that back. Mainstream was not the right word to use.
Yeah,
because
'cause-
mainstream media is far-leaning left people.
Or right.
Exactly, mostly for the
Or
most
right.
part. Most part. Well, Fox News is highly
Far right.
leaning far right, and CNN, MSN.
It's all
Uh,
fucking.
And
all
you can just
these-
say everybody else.
Yeah,
is
everybody
far
else, they
No
they
fucking
lean
bullshit.
far to left, and you're like, man, what the fuck has happened to
But,
the
but don't you
United
think
States of America?
a news channel that was just for the everyday people that are in the middle, wouldn't people flock to that?
You would think so, and I think that's why I really believe that that's why a lot of people are trying to cancel Joe Rogan right now, because Joe Rogan he
Amen.
does interviews and with a lot of like just interesting people, but it's sad because people trust Joe Rogan more than what they
Yeah.
trust the mainstream media or the politicians.
Let me ask
And
you
you know
a
what?
question.
I think that's something that's pissing them off.
And they are trying to shut him down. Whether he's right or wrong is irrelevant, but it's just like, okay, since when did we come to that point that nobody fucking trusts any mainstream media or any of the politicians?
That's
because
it.
This is
everybody's
like-
waking
this
up
is
to
like
be
the
like,
only-
well,
this is like the only
we've been
time in
lied
history
to.
where
Yes, we've been lied to for so long, and everybody's waking up to that fact
we
that
need fucking
we've all been
answers,
lied to.
man.
So why would we? You know.
You know why people flock to
trust
him?
it?
Because he's like us.
He is like
he's in the
he is.
middle.
He is
normal,
again.
everyday
normal person.
motherfucker.
And I don't listen to his podcast for like serious information.
oh,
I listen
yeah.
to it to be entertained, and I can make my own
opinions on
judgment and opinions
And that's
myself,
how it
Exactly.
should fucking
and that's how it
be.
should be.
Exactly.
And like,
Exactly.
and like he does, like he discusses those topics with other people, so you can get a broader,
Both sides.
yeah, you can get
Yeah,
a
from
sense
both
of-
perspectives, it doesn't
and
even-
broader perspective.
And normal people take that information in and make their own
But
decisions.
that's
Yeah.
the fucking problem though. Is like there shouldn't be, like, stemming off of what you were saying, there shouldn't be a right or a left. You
There
know
should
what I
be
mean?
no parties.
There should be no motherfucking political parties, Republican, Democrat, no matter fucking what. We should all come together and be like, you know what, this is right. This should be right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
It should
believe.
be,
I
it should
really.
be R or W, not
That's
fucking
a problem.
R or L.
Right and wrong are so far skewed
Yeah.
from what it really
yeah,
should
from-
be.
Yeah.
From
I
a
mean,
normal person.
morals though. If you don't have morals as a human fucking being, then
Yeah.
fuck you, dude. You shouldn't belong in our country. That's all I'm
But-
fucking saying. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stoned.
True story.
Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 99% of Americans are sick of the political system and they're sick of the political
I'm
parties.
gonna say like
and
95%.
I'm one of them. How much?
95.
95%. Yeah, because they do have
There's a lot of
they do
voices.
have a cult following.
A cult?
A cult.
Did you say a cult?
Not a cult. Not a cult.
Fucking X-Files.
But
the cult.
they're cult-like followers.
Yeah.
Look, okay, so like if you follow like the QAnon movement, which happened with Trump the last 4 years, that was pretty much cult-like, but it was like people they were tired. Everybody knew that they were being lied to, and they had a lot of hope to follow something, but then it turned dark real quick, and it's like, all right, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. I can agree with you guys for this, but okay, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. So like that's almost cult-like.
It's
But then-
too extreme both ways.
Yeah.
Too extreme.
Yeah.
And then, so now we got like this fucking woke culture. It's all woke.
Super
You
left.
gotta take that.
It's my Democrat wife calling me. Hello? What's up?
he meant right.
No.
We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
This is the message from your sponsor.
I might have left that one on because I was looking for batteries because your garage door.
Did you know
was
that?
not working? So I was
You
looking
have
for
zebras. Do you know how zebras become zebras?
Okay, we're doing a
Sure you don't
podcast
want
right
to
now.
know.
Anything you'd like to say?
Making people laugh.
What's that?
Is this 3 gay guys on a couch?
Four.
It's four.
Yeah, it's
Four.
You got an extra one or not?
We expanded.
Do you have me on speaker or what?
Yeah. 3 was an odd number. Weren't enough
Oh,
hands.
sorry, I didn't mean to be 3 gay guys. I meant 3 cool guys on a couch.
No, you can say 4. It's all good.
It's 4 now.
No, it's 4 coolers
Oh, it's
now.
4?
Yeah.
Well, maybe just 3 of you guys are cool.
Oh, all right.
I thought all 4 of us were cool.
She's calling me the gay guy now. She's telling me what she doesn't know.
You're the uncool gay guy.
Damn it.
No, gay guys are usually the coolest.
Okay.
Ah,
Well, be the
dude.
cool gay guy
You
then.
guys don't have to fight over who's gonna be the gay guy.
Hey.
Gay guys are pretty cool.
Alright, I'll let you go.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
That ties into like the LGBTQ, RSP, whatever movement
RSP,
too. It's like,
Oh,
man, I don't care, dude.
Like, who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah, I really don't.
Who gives a fuck, dude? Just
but anyway,
don't bring that shit around me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
live your own
Like, just
life.
fucking do what
Do
you
your
want to do.
shit.
Do your
Hey,
shit.
you don't see me out there.
Be
Straight
a-
lives matter.
Be a productive
no
member of
shit.
society.
No shit. I
Do
saw
your thing.
something on I think it was Twitter or something the other day where this trans guy,
Trans
whatever it was,
Continental
he was like,
That
it's
shit
trans.
is a shit.
No shit. He was like, it's transphobic if you're not attracted to trans people. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm not attracted to you because you're a dude that wears makeup. I was like, I don't give a fuck if you're trans. That's not transphobic. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm just not attracted to dudes in makeup.
But you're attracted to dudes?
You like it all natural?
I get all natural. So, anyways, that's
See these
part.
girls? Who the fuck can resist these girls?
Right. So, anyways, that ties into like the far left, where they got all this fucking cancel culture, and you know everybody's got offended, and they want to cancel everybody because you hurt my feelings, and we got to stand up for this rights and that rights, and like motherfucker, you guys always had rights. It's just the way that the political parties or whatever they take advantage of you. They
That's it. They don't care. They're taking advantage of
and
it.
they don't give a
God
fuck.
damn right.
And you
You're
know what?
making it worse.
Yeah, you know
all
what?
the time.
You know what's crazy too? It's like the science.
Science,
The
bitch.
science.
It's science, bitch.
Science.
But anyways, like no, I'm for real. Like the science
I believe
community,
in science.
they're very fucking hardcore left. Which science is amazing. Science is great, and science is
No,
that.
it is,
That's
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking back science like
Goddamn right. 'Cause
100%.
I believe in that more
But-
than anything.
Do you really think that the fucking left Democratic Party gives a fuck about you? So why would the
No.
science community say, "Oh, like yeah, we're left and we gotta support like the Democrats"? Because Democrats don't really give a fuck about you. They could give a fuck whether you die or you live. It's not scientific at all, in my opinion. You know, it's all political bullshit.
Neither one of them gives a fuck about any of us, man.
Exactly.
Left or right.
Yeah.
That's what people need to fucking get into their heads.
And see, what I think too is like, you really think they give a fuck about you? You know what they think we are? We're just a fucking commodity.
We are a
And
fucking
that's-
commodity.
That's a commodity, whether you're left or right.
We're a
And
commodity for income.
I really haven't exactly.
Wake the fuck up,
Okay.
people. Wake the fuck up.
May I?
Do you need help? I can help you. You got it.
I
No,
don't
like,
know
like,
if we drink
like,
enough
I want to go
IPAs.
back on that though. Like, I don't hate on nobody, man. Like, you know what I mean? What your sexual preference is, like when it comes to the LGBTQ, like, do your thing. You know what I mean? Real shit. Like, you know, I'm being serious about this.
Or
Shit.
USB.
I think we're all
I
in
respect.
agreement with you.
I respect that.
I think we're
I
all in
respect.
agreement.
I respect.
'Cause nobody really
whatever
cares.
you do.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But, like,
If you're gay, I don't give a fuck.
But like,
I know a couple
don't
gay
make
guys
it-
and they're cool as shit.
You're,
I know a
you're
couple
human,
lesbians
you're
that are
human,
just there
but don't
cool
make
as
it.
shit.
Don't
But-
fucking. Fuck, man. Don't make it a.
Don't make it a
big
fucking
ass
big
thing.
fucking deal.
Just like. I'm gonna get rash for this shit, but don't make it like Black Lives Matter shit either. Like, we all fucking matter, all of us.
That's
Doesn't fucking
racist.
matter, dude.
That's a white thing.
That's
You
racist.
can't say that because
I'm not
that's
fucking
racist.
white. I'm not fucking white.
Are you a Republican?
Like, it
That's
doesn't
that's
fucking
seriously.
matter
That's
who you
how
are.
they think about it.
Who you are and what you fucking feel that shit, believe that shit, and trust that shit. Live your life, but just know that you're getting fucked around by the American fucking government.
That's
Because
true.
they're fucking pieces
That's
of
true.
shit.
And it happens from the lowest of class to like the middle class, and well, except for the 1%, because the government works for the 1%. And when people realize that, then that's when you
That's-
start opening your
That's
eyes.
the problem.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's the biggest problem. The government works for the 1%, and the 1%, I'm gonna say,
Or a bunch of
leans
cucks.
far left, and they don't give a fuck about themselves and their money.
Yeah, I don't think the 1% leans left. But I don't think they lean
That-
right or left. I think that they're out there
They
just
they lean money.
they do, and they're like, you
They're
guys
like,
are a
which
bunch
side
of
can
fucking
we
idiots.
exploit?
Who can we exploit exactly?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Fucking snakes, man.
the right,
Which
the
50
right.
which 50% of the population can we exploit this time? That's
Yeah.
their whole game.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. That's been an ideology for I don't know hundreds of years, and they're fucking winning. Look how divided our country is. It really is.
You guys think there's a way back?
Stand the fuck
I'm gonna
up.
start my own country with blackjack and hookers.
No, like, bro, stand the fuck up. Imagine if every American citizen were to not fucking pay their taxes. What are they gonna do? Are you gonna fucking throw us all in
they're gonna
prison?
print money.
I actually just thought about that too.
Are you gonna throw us all
I
in
saw
prison,
some-
bitch? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
What if every American citizen just said, "Fuck it, I'm not paying taxes"? What is that gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Here's the thing though about paying taxes. We get taxes taken out of our checks weekly, and we can't do anything about that.
No. Well, you.
The government gets that no
well,
matter what.
originally that
No
was
matter what. Plus, you get sales tax. You get
Yeah,
property
in the original-
tax.
I mean, you're talking about like
Yeah, but it would be a
income
start.
tax returns.
It would be a
Yeah.
fucking start though. To
But-
not.
That's
Okay.
that's chump change.
And as far as taxes, like I kind of lean both ways on that because.
we know you mean.
But I know I lean both ways. LGBTQ.
RSPCT.
That's what the T stands for, taxes. But no, like I think that taxes are not necessarily a bad thing because we all got to pitch in. We live in a great nation, and you know, as long as it's going to stuff that we want,
But,
you know.
but that's the thing. We
Yeah, but
don't
does
really
it?
have a say about
We
that.
don't.
Does it go to what
Don't
we
have
want?
to say no.
We can vote all we fucking want, man, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm telling you right now, it does
Yeah.
not.
Oh, that's another thing.
It does not make a
The whole
fucking
voting
difference.
shit. Did you guys see that the Democrats just tried to push some kind of
That's what pisses
voting
me off.
reform or something like a couple weeks ago, and they got shot down because they just want everybody and anybody
It's
that
fair.
can vote. Like
They're full of shit. Everybody's full of shit about
Yeah.
that shit, man.
and there's a lot of people that are leaning
Wait, when
hard
did they
left,
vote?
and they're like, oh no, like
Oh,
we
what
need
happened?
we need to have safe voting and the mail-in votes and yada yada yada. You know, there was a bunch of shit, but it's like, you know what? And I'll probably get hate on this, but Donald Trump was actually talking about, okay, what if we get a voting system that is blockchain, and blockchain can actually go back and it can
Trace it.
they can trace it,
Yeah.
and that's actually what the stock market's going to. Is
No,
it's
that
like
actually wouldn't be a
blockchain.
bad idea.
That's not a bad idea, but they're like, no, we got to mail this stuff in, and but I don't know, man. I think it's a bunch of
Okay.
fucking bullshit.
Let's talk about something else besides politics.
All right.
It drags me
Yeah, it's
down.
kind of hurting my fucking
Yeah, we
brain.
can get off on politics.
Fucking-
We can get off of politics.
No
All right.
intended.
Let's talk about aliens. Let's talk about aliens.
Hillary or Monica.
Oh, it wasn't him.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It was
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It was
Hey,
one.
Bill, what about Hillary?
Molly and that whiskey, that's Monica Lewinsky.
Monica.
Oh, Monica.
Monica.
So anyways-
Mississippi.
What you guys' thoughts on aliens?
I'm telling you
Pretty-
right, motherfucking now,
I
they're
know.
It's a
real.
pretty broad topic.
I know, that is a broad topic. Like,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
what's
want to be
what's-
more specific?
do you guys have any stories?
Are you
about
saying
aliens?
like, are they real?
Does anybody have any experiences?
Oh, fucking
Like-
right.
Like with the first kind, second
so-
kind, third
Not-
kind, fourth kind,
Not the
fifth
fourth,
kind?
not the fourth kind, the third kind.
The
For
third
sure.
kind?
I think we all have on the third kind, haven't we?
I don't know.
There's
These guys will talk shit and make fun of me because they think I got probed. But I swear to God,
Did you
What?
get probed?
probably.
That's
I got-
your,
I
that's your,
got
knee,
like a
that's
surgeon-
your knee, your asshole.
You can't see this
way far
shit.
away from your knee.
I got a surgical scar. Fucking, I don't remember getting cut. I swear to God, in my fucking life, man. And but this is the straightest fucking scar and the widest scar, about 2 centimeters wide. A strip of a scar. Don't remember a fucking thing, man. But it's there on my knee.
That's about the size of my penis.
It was sant. Got you,
Let's measure
fuckers.
it right now.
No, but I firmly believe that. You know what I mean? Like that shit.
I don't think there's
It's
a
not a
doubt about that anymore.
It's not a conspiracy, bro.
No,
I
no.
really don't think there's a doubt about
Oh, I got.
You know
okay,
what's weird,
since
though?
you brought up the word conspiracy, conspiracy theorist is a term that for anybody who questions the narrative, that's what people throw that out as conspiracy theory. So if you question the narrative, that's what they say is like, oh, you're a conspiracist to automatically like discredit you or whatever. But that's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Well, that was
that actually came out from the FBI after JFK assassination.
That's
The FBI.
what I was about to say, because
Yeah.
after the assassination, people were
Let-
saying all
let's-
this other stuff.
Let's go there.
The JFK assassination.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck.
yeah.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, that was the
God.
term that the FBI came out with. They said if anybody questions the assassination, you consider them as a conspiracy theorist.
I think that's a red flag right there.
Yeah,
Goddamn
exactly.
right, man.
So
It's to make you think that you're fucking, you're
Crazy.
so much fucking belittled from everybody else.
Everybody else labeling you as a fucking conspiracy theorist. That was like,
So
Yeah,
if you believe this,
they're like, fuck this
that
guy.
pretty much backfires on people
Yeah.
though.
Sure.
So they're like, you're like, oh, that's conspiracy theory. They think that they're gonna discredit you right away for calling you a conspiracy theorist. You're like, dude, shut the fuck up. That automatically discredits them. I think that backfires because they like, oh, that's conspiracy theory, and we're like, okay, well, that was just a term that was made up for anybody that questions the narrative.
Yeah. No-
So
nobody knows that,
whenever
though.
you say use the term conspiracy theorist, that automatically discredits you. So it kind of backfires on them.
So you think it was the CIA?
That killed JFK?
Mhm.
I have no idea.
I don't.
I'm not
so,
asking you
I don't
what you think. I mean what you know. I'm asking you what you think.
I don't think so. I think that. I think that.
Think it was one guy
somebody,
that acted alone?
Yeah, somebody didn't like his fucking narrative. Somebody didn't like how he was gonna fucking literally change this motherfucker around to the way it should have been, because JFK was a badass dude, and
He was.
he got fucking, somebody was like,
He
fuck
got
that, fuck you. I don't like the way I'm
He
living.
did, but there was a lot of scandal around everybody.
Yeah,
But
there
there's
was a lot of
scandals
scandal.
around a lot of things.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
You know, JFK was a bad motherfucker.
Straight
Fuck some
up,
bad-
dude.
Fuck some bad
Straight up.
bitches.
Did you guys
Yeah,
ever?
that's
Did
what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
ever hear
His
that
brother
speech?
too.
Yeah. Did you guys
Fuck
ever hear
some
that
bad
speech
bitches.
when he was talking about like fuck. I'm all buzzed out. I don't even know if I can remember it. But he was talking about it. Was it the Industrial Revolution? Ah shit.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
shit.
just fucking playing right now.
I'm buzzed out. I forgot that
Oh,
one.
you're
Military industrial complex.
Might have been that one.
Yeah.
Might have been that one. That's actually it was actually a pretty good speech.
well, there. I know there was one by Eisenhower about the military-industrial
Yeah,
complex.
that's
Dude,
crazy.
they fucking straight up told Eisenhower. They told him when he asked about the aliens, and they said you don't need to know about it. This is above your clearance or whatever. And he's like, dude, I'm the fucking president.
Who do you think knows about that?
What?
Like
'Cause
who?
A lot of presidents. I don't think they get that information. So who do you think?
No, I don't think so. You think they would give Donald Trump that
Probably.
information? No, fuck no. They're not going to give Donald Trump that information. What about Joe Biden?
They probably
He'll
told
just-
him,
he'll
but
just
he
forget
forgot about it.
This is more.
was earned his degrees for many years of attending Knight Law School, while I am earning mine. And
Oh,
next
you're,
30 minutes, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I participate in this ceremony of the American University,
That's 21 minutes.
sponsored by the Methodist Church,
Yeah, we can't
founded by
sit and
Bishop
listen to a
John,
21-minute speech, but I think that is the one where he's talking about
such as the allegation that American imperialist
the
circles
military
are
complex.
preparing to unleash different types of war, that there is a very real threat
Different types of war.
being unleashed by American imperialists against the Soviet Union, and that the political aims, and I quote, of the American imperialists are to enslave economically and politically the European and other capitalist countries, and to achieve world domination by means of aggressive war, unquote. Truly, as it was written long ago, the wicked flee when no man pursueth. Yet it is sad to read these Soviet threats. No government or social system is so evil that its people must be considered as lacking in virtue. As Americans, we find communism profoundly repugnant as a negation of personal freedom and dignity. But we can still hail the Russian people for their many achievements in science and space, in economic and industrial growth,
That's respecting the rest of
Goddamn
the
right.
world.
acts of courage.
Yeah.
All we want is a president that's competent, and any president that can speak like
None is
that,
stronger.
And someone that's
people
not
rally behind.
someone that's not a fucking crack.
That's the fucking thing, man. It's
Joe
like-
Biden wears Velcro sneakers.
and has help putting them on.
he probably kisses your fucking niece too.
Yeah.
Fucking man.
Sniffing hairs.
Snitching motherfucker.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's sad,
yeah.
it's
Somebody
sad,
that can
you
give a
know.
speech like that, like people can fucking like rally behind. I think that's
Get
kinda-
behind that.
That's
Exactly.
why he got killed though, I'm telling you right now. It's because
Not by one
it was
person.
plotted
No.
though. It was
Yeah.
you guys are right.
But I know, that's true. That's true. And then I don't know how far you got into like the interviews of the JFK assassination or whatever. But I was listening to that. I listened to a podcast the other day about he was an ex-CIA agent during the JFK administration. He was saying how what was the dude that shot him? I forget his name.
Jack Ruby or
No.
Lee Harvey Oswald is who
No.
shot JFK.
That's
Lee Harvey
And then
Oswald.
Jack Ruby
And Jack
shot
Ruby shot
Lee
the-
Harvey Oswald.
Oh, okay. So Lee Harvey Oswald, he was very against it, and he actually went and he was tied in with like the Russian KGB and whatever at the time. But supposedly they told him, they said KGB, whatever the fuck, K-Bobs.
Hey, that was a cool ass
K-
place. You can smoke cigarettes and eat fucking chicken fried steak.
Damn, how old are you where you could smoke?
I'm telling you, I'm an
Smoky
old man.
Fucking
smoky.
restaurants?
Yeah,
I'm an
back
old
in the
man.
day, it used to be like that. But
remember.
no, anyways, yeah, he was.
Back we are, you bitches.
After this word from our sponsors, you fucking pussies.
I'll tell you what.
This podcast is brought to you by Extends.
I thought it was Enzyme.
Extend your cock.
It's not Viagra.
Fuck.
Bullshit.com.
Fucking, why am I seeing pink?
You're not.
You're seeing.
Because I get no bitches.
You're seeing Shaft.
Fucking.
We are recording. What's up, bitches?
Konnichiwa, bitch.
So this is a podcast about bitches. So
When I was young,
when you were growing up,
When I grew up,
what was your aspirations as a 12th grader?
This fucking conversation's flipped around so many fucking
The
times.
first or second year, I was in 12th grade.
Well, let's go with the.
Because
Let's
I
go
changed. Middle school, the best 5
Let's-
years of my fucking life.
Let's go with in between.
It's a good question. I asked you that earlier. Like, what did I want to be
Yeah,
coming out of high school?
Your aspirations.
It's a good question. I
Don't remember.
have no idea. No plan.
So
No direction.
drunk.
Well, I was.
That's why there was no aspirations.
Depending on the day.
Another day. I went to college, and I actually
Did you say you go
That's
to
more than
Adams
I
State?
say,
I went to three different colleges.
That's badass, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
No.
I did too.
No, it's
Just for
I
the
did not.
parties.
yeah. The parties were amazing.
fucking
But
sweet.
I was a psychology major with a minor in elementary education.
That's
No
fucking
shit.
badass.
Yeah.
That's
I
badass,
don't see
dude.
it.
Whoa,
I don't see.
Whoa, Tommy.
Right?
Yeah.
What about you, Tommy? What were your aspirations?
What do you mean? You're still in high school?
I'm still fucking young.
I
I'm
am
12.
I am 12.
You got documentation. I wanted to be somebody famous, but now, like, as I grow older and, like, see what all these fucking famous people deal with, I'm like, fuck that.
Fame is different than when you and I were younger.
Oh,
Fame was different. There's no such thing as TikTok famous. Dude, I'm watching this new show on Netflix, and I don't remember.
Euphoria.
That's on HBO Max. And that is fucked up. I don't.
Skinamax.
I don't recommend that.
HBO Skinamax.
That's a
rough.
fucked off porno.
Yeah, it's rough.
That's what I've heard. I have no intention of fucking watching that
It's
shit.
rough. I wouldn't recommend it. But anyways, this documentary is about this chick, and she pretty much bullshitted her way to being like stupid rich, like something that we couldn't have done back in our day without social media and all this kind of stuff. And
It's a true story.
true story.
Okay.
Yeah. But the chick that was on Ozark, that blonde head chick.
I haven't watched those.
You haven't watched Ozark?
No, I heard it's pretty
Really?
good. And I think
Have you guys
I'm
watched
missing
Ozark?
I've never watched
Really?
it.
Man, no.
You guys are fucking stupid or something.
Something.
Ozark's awesome. Euphoria, don't watch, and this new documentary. But like famous is different. Like she wanted to be famous in a totally different way than you and I probably thought famous growing up, like being on a TV show or being a movie star or something like that. She just wanted to be famous. I don't know how, like TikTok famous kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like and she like pretty much bullshitted her way all
Through
the way to do that. Well, she got caught and she's in prison now. But just saying, like you wanted to be famous.
How would trying to be famous going through TikTok or whatever get her caught to go to prison? What is she?
Well, that's how, like, all her social media shit's what
It's
got
all
her,
fake.
what's got her caught. Yeah,
Is it like
she was.
So she did a bunch of illegal shit.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
like conning money from people, but these fucking people thought she was
She was actually-
this heiress or whatever, and it was all pretty much a facade that she made on like Instagram and shit
Oh,
to,
okay.
to make her seem super rich.
That's not
and-
very far fetched either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your famous is probably different than
Yeah,
what
I
think
thought
of
I thought more like famous, like being on a TV show or being on
So-
movies and stuff like
So
that.
you're a little closer to
Or being a
what I think
famous
famous is.
rapper, hippity hop.
Hippity blue blah.
Blibbity blee blue blah.
You're pretty talented, Tommy. You probably could have been if you wanted to.
I could have been,
So-
but now I'm stuck in Lahana.
Now you work for UPS and you're fucking
you-
2D.
No,
now.
man. There ain't no fucking.
And I drive
that shit.
Beamers.
You do drive
I
Beamers.
do drive
Be-
Beamers.
be-
You're
Yeah,
Beamer
yeah,
famous.
still.
Be a bimmer.
I know a lot of people too, so that's kind of famous to me. So like
What's the difference between between being popular and being famous? The amount of people that know you.
I think that line has gotten smaller as we go
Honestly.
further through time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a very good point.
Being
actually.
So you're known
being
by a lot of
popular
people.
on Instagram or TikTok or something, and you get these millions of followers. I think that's popularity, not famous.
Mhm.
What's the difference?
There is no.
There's not much in this day.
Because like
That's
you're
what he's trying to say, isn't
more,
it?
Yeah.
the more popular that you get, like once you hit that
What he's saying
line
is,
where you're more popular that you pass the line and become famous.
see, there's no line anymore. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
that's like
you could be
that's
popular
going
as fuck
like
and be
massive.
famous and make money.
Mhm.
Like that's what's
Which
fucked
I
up
don't
about-
think is necessarily a bad thing.
No.
I mean, fucking
I don't
people
think so
make
either.
money, make money.
sell drugs. I'm just fucking around. Just fucking don't do that.
Sell drugs
That's been around for a long time. now,
for a
probably.
really, really long time.
The age.
You guys ever sell drugs?
Ayahuasca. I did sell drugs.
So you
Did
you
you-
wanted to be an actor,
Dude, are you really gonna say this on a podcast?
You wanted to be
Statute
an
of
actor.
limitations.
For real?
But I'm a different person.
You know what I want to do? You guys are gonna laugh.
Dude.
Gay.
Yeah. No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. I wanted to be a meteorologist.
A meteorologist.
I swear to
No
God.
shit.
I went to
You're
fucking.
gonna tell the weather?
You're like,
Yeah, dude.
You're like,
I
there's
was
9
like-
inches.
Dude, that's not 9
I was
inches.
doing like 2 inches of hard dick. No, but like meteorology, like storms and shit, like that shit's fucking
Like
cool,
storm
man.
chasing?
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Like
That's-
tornadoes.
But
and
meteorology, how often are they wrong? All the fucking.
That's
You could be a
As
meteorologist.
I grew older, I realized that, and I was like, I don't want to be a lying ass piece of shit. I was
But
like,
still,
no,
though,
man.
just like watching the atmosphere,
it was
you
cool.
know,
No,
seeing,
it's
like,
cool.
the different
It
stuff.
still is
I think that is
It's awesome.
badass.
But you know what that got me into?
respectable.
Aliens.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Okay, don't laugh at me.
Meteors.
Okay,
Meteors.
well, what I forever and ever, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, and like that's like no shit.
I got
Like,
so much ass they call me an astronaut.
Right.
So if you had the opportunity to like go up in one of these things that like just go, you know, a little bit out of the atmosphere and then come back down, would you do that?
Would I do it if I had the money? We're
No, no,
We're
fuck-
not part
fuck
of
the
the
money.
1%.
No,
If I could, fuck yeah, I would.
would you?
Yeah, I think that's amazing, man. I've always thought about like space and like space travel.
They say that gives you a new perspective on life.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like whenever William Shatner went up there, you know, and he came and he like cried about it, and like he, well, not cried about it, but like he came back and said it was like an experience and whatever. I never watched it, but I heard about it.
Because
But yeah, no shit. Like I just think like I find like space and galaxies and the moons and like of all
Yeah,
like
that's just dope,
the
man.
solar systems and shit. I feel like I really
Space and shit.
get into that. Like space and shit. Go science! But no,
United States of
seriously
space.
though, like, but like no, I've always been fascinated, like just you know staring at the stars. That's just like Carl Sagan. You guys know who Carl Sagan is? One of
the big blue or the pale
blue dot. Dude, that's what he that and no disrespect to him, but that's he used to fucking smoke weed, stare at the stars, you know, and like that, and like no disrespect, that was like, dude, like
Carl Sagan was the fucking man.
Carl Sagan was he was.
I got a
He was one of
story.
my favorite guys to listen to, and I could listen to talks from him.
Tommy, get off Snapchat, bro. You're not Snapchat famous yet.
Come on, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snatch chat.
Snappy chat. That's a pinchy snappy
You
chat.
guys,
Snappy
you
chat.
guys want to hear kind of a fucked up story? Do you guys remember? God damn it! I shouldn't even start the story because now I can't think of the name.
It's alright. Aliens.
It kind of has to do with that. Do you guys remember the Hale-Bopp comet?
Hellbot. I heard
That'd be something maybe that you would remember.
Hale Bob. I know Haley's
Haley's Comet.
This was Hale-Bopp comet, and it was supposedly coming around or something. So, and there was this cult with this dude.
Was that the
Oh,
fucking?
is this the fucking
the Heaven's
Kool-Aid?
Gate?
The bald
Is that the
dude.
Heaven's
Getting
Gate?
Kool-Aid,
Heaven's
yeah.
Gate. Thank you.
Yeah, yes.
And they all drank the Kool-Aid and died. Everybody.
Yeah. All
The Kool-Aid.
Anyways,
They were gonna.
That shit fucking freaked me out.
Yeah,
it
dude.
freaked me out
Like
too.
I watched fucking like videos and shit like on YouTube.
God damn.
Like
And he was fucking weird.
yeah.
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 But
That motherfucker.
But let me tell
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
That's
that's
him.
the dude.
That's
Tell
him.
me that dude's not fucking crazy.
Heaven's Gate 20 years.
What's that guy's name? He had he gave him like a fucking alien name or something. It was weird.
What's your name?
Yeah, he did have like an alien name.
Like KN69 or
Yeah,
something
some
like that.
shit like that.
Led by Marshall Applewhite.
Bonnie Nettles.
Marshall Applewhite.
Marshall Applewhite.
Anyways, let me tell you
Yeah.
the story that so I was
'Cause didn't they have like a media channel or something like that? Like shit,
dude.
like on TV.
Yeah, legit.
I don't
Like
remember
they were
that.
trying to get
Yeah, I
people
think they
followed.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, I was in my backyard smoking weed. I was high as fuck.
He's like, I'm gonna
Were you
follow this
high as
motherfucker.
I was high as duck pussy. Eddie Spangler, see you next week. You fucking cuck.
I know. I could tell him old lady that. I was like, I'm high as duck pussy. She was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I
I was like, sorry, that's an Eddie Spangler thing.
I was higher than duck pussy in my backyard, just looking at the stars, you know, like kind of in one of those, you know, how you feel like, fuck, this is
Like, this is real
so,
life.
This is so big
This is real
compared to just.
This penis is so big compared to just me. Anyway.
Alright.
But anyways,
You know,
Real
I don't
dildo.
feel bad because I have a small penis.
don't feel bad.
Wait, I thought this was
I
a fucking
also
small
have a
penis,
small penis.
penis anonymous meeting.
It gets bigger.
This is a small penis community around here. Don't feel bad.
SPP.
SPP. We're down in Santi's PP.
No, a small penis podcast.
Wow, that's a fucking good name.
Yeah, that is a good name.
And true.
And true.
So anyways, I was in the backyard higher than duck pussy. just kind of, you kind of put things into perspective, and I was like, fuck. And I was thinking, fuck. I felt really faithful. I felt spiritual at that moment.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I think I feel God around me. And so I'm looking up in the stars, and guess whose face I see when I'm feeling all that great spiritual stuff? I saw that motherfucker's
That
face,
son of a bitch.
and it freaked me the fuck out.
What?
Yeah,
You were high as duck pussy, and you look up in the sky, and that motherfucker's face.
I saw that,
and
and
see-
I was feeling
and
all
see
that,
fucking, what's his name?
oneness, spiritual.
Yeah.
God is awesome, and I saw his face.
I'd have been like, nope.
Well,
Later.
I just want to be the first one to say that I'm glad that you did not drink the Kool-Aid.
For real.
No shit, that's fucking weird, man.
It was pretty strange. I was
That's
listening to a lot of
fucked
Pantera
up,
back then.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Pantera didn't have anything to do with that.
it's devil music.
I think Lee Harvey Oswald shot Dimebag Darrell. Yeah.
Lee Harvey Oswald. It has a lot to do with Heaven's Gate and Lee Harvey Oswald, the Democratic cancel culture.
You think so?
No, I'm
So
just
tell me how
fucking
you're
around.
tying that in, because I don't see it.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
just fucking around.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. So, talk about like extraterrestrial and like spiritual shit. Do you guys have any like experiences?
I think I've said this on our previous thing. Like
Yeah, you did. I remember.
that was the only thing that I've ever come across was that one time.
I don't think I've ever had a.
Nothing.
Well, one time when we were young, and we were in Kansas and we were visiting.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Kansas.
Yeah, we were in
Kansas doesn't
anymore.
exist.
But I do remember this kind of vividly when we were kids, and
How old?
I don't know. I want to say like somewhere between 10 and 12, and we were leaving. Were we leaving Kansas? We were going to Kansas.
They're not
But anyways,
Kansas.
we weren't in Kansas anymore. But I remember seeing in the sky, and it was already dark. And we saw a light that was like a diamond shape, and then it went from like one diamond, two diamonds, one diamond, two diamonds, one diamond, two
One
diamonds.
diamond, two diamond. You just
I
were
know.
hoping you were gonna have a threesome.
I sure not. You know what?
looks
At
like
that
a threesome.
time, I
Looks like a
was-
threesome was
At
in your
that time, I
story.
didn't even know what a threesome was. I thought a threesome was we were gonna like, it was all like WWF back at the time. But no, there was like one diamond, two diamond, one diamond, two diamond, one diamond, two diamond.
Like
Yeah, I
close up or
remember-
far away.
Well, it was far away at first, and then it started coming up, and then it started coming down like this, and it was like one diamond, two diamond, one
Started
diamond,
coming
two
up and
diamond.
coming
Stop
down.
doing that with
But
your
it was-
hands. I can't get into
I
your
know, it's
story.
like you can't take me serious, but
Yeah.
it was coming down to the town that we just passed. And I remember my dad was like, man, I don't know what that is. And I remember him hauling ass, like
you were
like
an
doing
adult.
like 9,500, 100, yeah, so that where we were going to like the next town. And
Was Josh
but I
with you?
remember that it was up there and like it was coming down, but I don't know what it was because it didn't look like a normal.
And that town doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. And the place that I come from, it doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, I just remember like a one diamond, two diamond, one diamond, two diamond.
No,
and it was coming
that's
down.
how they move. Is in perfect. Are you guys talking about aliens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our
So
experience.
in perfect unison, man. That's the
Uh-huh.
right word, right? Unison.
Yeah.
Like where they're all moving together.
Yeah.
So I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a fucking what the fuck is that called?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram moving like that.
Parallel.
And then one behind it, fucking just moving like that. All.
In sync.
Anyways, have you guys ever had to fucking like like when you walk into a shitter and like you have to turn the fart fan on, like you have to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because you're like, fuck this.
Fuck, this is gonna be a stinky.
Hey, that's
all the time, man.
you're so fucking privileged that you got a.
No,
You got a shit- you got a shitter
like,
fan?
it's no, I've never had that. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's cool because like you look at the switches and you're like, there's 3. That shit's badass. But anyways,
I thought you were going to an alien story about that, putting a shitter fan on it.
no, that was fucked up. My alien story was fucking crazy, dude. Like there was I can't even talk about it. There was an airplane, right? There was this fucking girl, right? No. This airplane flew right over the fucking house. I swear to God, it was a Cessna, and it went right over the fucking house. And me and my dad heard it. We were sitting in the house and watched TV. We were watching Gunsmoke. I swear to God. Tom, you can attest to that, bro.
Gunsmoke.
Starring James Arness as Matt Dillon. But this motherfucker's playing, dude. I can hear it. There's fucking. I thought it was gonna fucking hit the house, so I ran outside, and I was like 12 years old. And ran outside, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I seen this motherfucker, and it was flying low, dude. And it looked like it was about to crash, and I was like, Dad, come outside, come outside. He came outside, and he was like, what? And this plane was just going down, you know what I mean? South of fucking 28. And all you hear is a fucking and you didn't see nothing, no fucking fire, nothing. I was like, oh my God, this fucking plane crashed, Dad, right? Like, it crashed, right? And he was like, I don't fucking know, like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And all we see is these fucking lights flying to the south right after that, man. Because it was right when the sun was going down, like right when, you know, you can see the darkness in the sky and the sun setting.
The sun's
you
just
know?
setting.
It's about to fucking go down, but it's still a little bit light, a little bit dark. And we see these fucking lights, right? Just moving. You know, it's a fucking rectangle, but it's fucking, what'd you say? What was the word for it?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram.
I don't fucking know.
So it was an angled, angled
Polygon.
rectangle. Angled fucking box, whatever. But there was 4 lights. And then one behind it, man. And there's 5 of them all together, and they were all moving fucking just like that. Right, like from the fucking
Did
south.
it make any sound?
From the south, no, there was no sound after that plane. After the little Cessna fucking went, like it was gonna crash, like it was taking a shit. You know what I mean? I was taking a shit, and that's why I thought about it. But it was going like that, dude. And I swear to God, dude, like all of it was just moving like fucking in perfect fucking unison, man, just right across the sky. And these lights just fucking just all together, 5 of them, and then fucking bounced off, dude. Like I was like, what the fuck, man? I swear to God, dude.
How old were you when that happened?
12 years old. I was like 12, 11, 12 years old. Yeah. And
Never-
after that, I was like, fuck that. There's some real shit going on in the fucking sky.
No sign of the plane or anything.
Nope,
like
and there was
that?
no like shit in the Tribune Democrat in our newspaper. Nothing in the fucking news.
Fucking Men in Black came through. And
But
like,
I swear to God, like this plane was fucking going down, dude. This plane was crashing like over our house. It was right over our fucking house. Like planes fly, like little Cessnas fly like fucking low, right? But this one was
Like
low
crops
as
and shit
fuck,
like
like. And then fucking nothing. And then all I see is those fucking lights in the fucking sky.
You think they were saving him or something like that?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know if they were saving them or fucking beaming them up to fucking.
Hey, were they flashing? Like,
No, there was no. No, I'm being serious. There was no flash.
Yeah, no, I'm not
There was-
discrediting you, man.
There was no. There was no flash, no nothing. There was 5 lights, one at each corner of like if you picture a fucking rectangle, that was angled, and then one following them, moving across the sky, from the southwest, moving like that. And once it got to like our straight south, it fucking went. It just shut off.
Oh, wow.
It
It's
just
not-
fucking shut off. The lights
yours-
did.
The story you said, do you know what direction like those lights came from, or like what direction they were going, or anything like that?
Oh, we're in Kansas.
I know,
Well,
but like,
Huh?
like which direction they were going or coming from, or anything.
Okay, well, we were headed, let's see, we went down
We were
through
going
Lamar
north.
and we headed, I guess it was east.
No, it was to the east. It was to the east of. Oh, so anyway,
Fucking telling
for
you,
you guys
dude.
that didn't hear the rest of my story,
Or any of it.
or any of my fucking story. So my experiences was, I was in the back of my parents' car in Springs, and I woke up randomly. This was like, fuck,
Is it dark?
Yeah, it was fucking completely dark outside. Like, we came back from like Denver or something, like late as fuck at night, and we were headed back. And I wake up randomly, and I was so fixated on this fucking hovering fucking light to the east of Pueblo, or not the east of Pueblo, but to the east. We were between Fountain and Pueblo, and all of a sudden this light, I was just so fixated, this light starts moving around all crazy, and then fucking just shoots up out of nowhere. And then one thing I remember the most out of everything is like, it freaked me the fuck out, and I was like, alright, fucking, I'll just go lay down or whatever. And I remember specifically my mom and dad
Go to your
saying,
room.
my dad was like, did you see that? My mom was like, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
So
That
that
was,
kind of confirmed my,
That validates your fucking
Mhm.
situation.
like, I wasn't fucking crazy.
Right.
that was my story too. I was tripping on acid, but there was people with us that were not tripping on acid. And said that exact same thing. Did you guys see that? And it was like, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that was my experience. And then there was another experience too. I remember we were fucking listening to like scary stories on like a fucking Boy Scout trip. We were in like Utah or something like that. And we were all just staring at the sky, and fucking, I noticed these fucking floating objects. They're fucking just circling around each other like that. I was like, that's fucking weird as fuck. And then they just both shot off like that. So, I haven't been able probed yet, but that'd be an experience. And I'll come to the podcast. First thing.
Well, not by aliens anyway.
Lots of dudes. What movie is that off of? Fucking Pineapple Express is like
Lots of dudes.
one. Lots
Lots
of
of
dudes.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, there's
aliens
some
are-
crazy shit.
There's, I don't know.
I think the universe is too
That's-
fucking
that's-
big to not
that's
have
our-
fucking
Yes.
other
Right.
life.
That's our interpretation of them, right?
I mean,
As aliens.
everybody's like, fucking all these scientists are like, oh, we're such a rare phenomenon, but fucking how big is the fucking universe?
Yeah,
Dude,
well, the
it's
Earth is the
so
only fucking planet
I know.
ever that could fucking
I know, ever that could fucking support life.
support life
Well,
like us. Okay,
well,
bitch.
well,
Have you fucking looked outside at night?
Did you guys hear like
Well, what about other types
You know
of life
what-
forms? Like, we're carbon-based life forms. What about like fucking different bases of life forms? You know what I mean?
Can I say something real quick?
I
Can we
think
say
there's
something?
carbon-based
So-
life forms.
Yeah,
on
I
Earth.
think there's
Gotta
gotta be.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I mean, like, there's gotta
Whether
be.
they're
Other,
advanced or
Yeah.
not.
This is one fucking thing that I want to get off my fucking mind, dude. Is that when it comes to fucking scientists, like because I'm a science.
I believe
too,
in
man.
science.
Yeah, straight up. I'm
Follow
fucking
the science.
I'm Nacho Libre, bitch. But
I
but like
believe in God. I believe in science.
I believe in
Science.
science.
get that corn out of my face?
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Fucking, how in the fuck do they say that all these stars that so they say that every star that we see, right, is already dead.
Well,
So
it's because
fuck that,
It's
dude.
relative.
I've been going outside for the last 30 fucking years of my life, looking up at the sky, and
Yeah.
I've seen the same motherfucking stars
Well,
because
that's because-
I've recognized every single fucking
It's because they're so far away.
They're so
it
far
takes
away that it takes
so long
millions
for
of
that
years.
light
Okay,
to
reach
reach
our
us.
light
okay,
to us.
okay.
So
So how
it's
do
just
they
like
know?
the Big Bang, like whenever like the universe is expanding, and that's
okay.
fact. That's
Okay.
scientific fact.
Okay.
Okay, the universe is expanding.
Fact.
Okay.
So, anyways, like whenever like it's expanding like that, and say like the Earth was right there, okay, but it keeps expanding, and all these stars are right there. Even though it keeps expanding, they're already like died out, but it takes so long for
Okay.
like the light to hit us.
But if they're died out, how they're like, okay, this star that fucking like that we seen like a long time ago is a galaxy that is possibly habitable. Bitch, if it's habitable, you said that
It's
the
probably
stars that I
already
see in
dead.
the fucking sky is dead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
okay.
maybe
I
that's
thought you said
maybe
it
that's
was
why
dead.
That's
maybe
behind
that's
you,
why
but
we
there
have
is.
aliens coming this way because
You know what I'm saying?
their shit's
Their shit's
their
fucked.
star died out.
Last time that I heard, but I don't stay up
So
on it.
every
whatever,
star we
but there
see
was
is
like,
dead, but
There was like
stars in the sky that are habitable.
11,000 habitable planets that that they're.
I think it's more than that.
I think so too.
Well, there's like house in that.
And that's an old number, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're dead though, because
Did you see the Bob Lazar thing? You saw that, didn't you?
That shit's
On-
crazy,
on Joe
bro.
Rogan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you say it like that?
because I don't know if I believe Bob Lazar was the one that.
He used to work for fucking Area 51.
It wasn't Area
Well, yeah,
51,
it was
but it was
Area
a
51, but it
place
was
around
also
Area
in,
51.
No, but it was
It's
also
like-
in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And so no shit. Okay, so like we went to fuck, what the fuck is that town called?
Roswell.
No. It's where they made the atomic bomb.
Fuck, where the, I know.
Let me go over
Los,
it's
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos.
Alamos, yeah.
And we went there. Was it last year or the year
That
before?
means
Because
the Alamos, just so you guys know.
but actually,
Not racist.
Yeah.
We're not racist.
Dude, actually, that place is badass because my wife's uncle
My wife.
lives there, and uncle and cousins, and so anyways, we went down there like
My
a year and a half ago,
cousins.
2 years ago, or whatever, for like a family reunion, and you could clearly see like the lab. We were out there and like looking over like the lab where they made
The Labrador.
the first atomic bomb or whatever. It was a badass place. Actually, you could drink on the streets there. It's just yeah.
Things you remember. We
But
just
I'm
want
serious.
to on the street.
He's like,
Yeah.
I was fucked up the whole time.
Yeah, like we went to the liquor store and people were outside hanging out on the liquor store parking lot. They were drinking beer and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh no, it's just like Las Vegas here. You can drink in this like on the street or whatever. And
I think it's the only other place other than Vegas that you can legally drink.
yeah, one of the other places, and that's where we saw Ozamali in concert. And dude, that
Oh
was
yeah, I remember you were telling me.
dude, that was badass, man.
Fucking
It was one of the
Ozamali's
better
fucking badass.
Ozamali, and they were that was one of the better concerts that I've ever seen. We've seen it in the park over there.
Because you didn't go see Tool.
Yeah, it's because I didn't go see Tool.
I am a
Bullshit. Kick myself.
I see myself every day when I look in the mirror.
Yeah, but anyways, we're talking about Los Alamos.
We're talking about Bob Lazar, and I was asking.
Oh yeah, but no shit. So anyways, I was talking about Bob Lazar before we went down there, and I was asking my wife's uncle if because I was telling him because he's from the area, and he was like, oh yeah, he was like, I remember him. He had that rocket car, and he would start it in the mornings, and you know when he would go to work or whatever, and he said he was loud as shit, you know, and he would wake people up in the neighborhood.
Honda, yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, true story. My wife's uncle, he could testify for that. You know that he had
There's
that rocket
pictures
car.
and papers and stuff.
Yeah, and he said it was like a little Honda or something like that he made like the rocket car. And I was like, oh, dude, that was just cool as shit that I could actually like my wife's family could testify for that being a true story. But anyways, so let's go on with Bob Lazar.
Well, no, you made that look when I said Bob Lazar, and you had like a skeptical
kind of
look on your
skeptical
face.
about it.
Not skeptical. I was like, oh wait, yeah, I know that name.
It's that one
Anyways,
guy.
he said that. I want to say, I've watched lots of documentaries and lots of Rogan podcasts and stuff like that, but I want to say it was Bob Lazar that said this, that like he saw like they had there was actual aliens there,
Yeah,
and they were
bodies.
dissected.
Yep.
And they had like mechanical bodies, like they dissected them, and underneath it was like mechanical,
Like
just-
it was
just like
Android.
Just
Like
like
an
Independence Day,
It was
dude.
more like an avatar, right? Is that what he was saying?
yeah.
No mechanical
Like
suits.
like
Like-
the actual skeletal
like-
parts were like
like
mechanical, like
Uh-huh.
robots with this. I guess they're
Kinda
brain
like-
and head attached and
Yes,
stuff
I
like
heard
that.
of
So
Kind of like Wolverine, like with the fucking, like the metal fucking bones and shit like that, or
Yeah.
whatever they could do.
I thought that was kind of crazy.
That's pretty
Man.
crazy.
Yeah.
All I know
I
is
mean,
that shit's
you have
fucking
a
nuts,
body that can live forever with your.
Is it forever? But aren't they somewhat
Well, if they don't-
like carbon based, like we are? So if you're carbon based being, like you could.
Why can't you live forever? Why not?
Being carbon based because carbon deteriorates.
dude. Yeah, from what we know.
Everything deteriorates.
From
There's
what we
plenty.
know.
There's plenty of carbon on this.
But we're all fucking made from carbon, according to every fucking science.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm made from Calderon.
You are
That's
cabrón.
that's
Yeah,
that's
cabron is
drives me
that.
crazy.
That's way harder than fucking carbon. Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
Anyway,
Los locos.
that's crazy. I mean, you know that's where we're
Nuts.
headed,
Go hard
right?
on carbon
Where
for
our consciousness is uploaded into this,
Yeah.
you know, body that
Android.
doesn't die.
Yeah.
So it's like
I actually listened to a
Well,
very,
how can it be dissected if it didn't die?
Like they cut away the like
Oh.
if there's like flesh or some kind of
Kind of like the
Well,
Terminator.
we kind of already are there though, be not necessarily being that we're carbon based or whatever, because like you have, you know, your consciousness is in like YouTube videos or it's in like Facebook posts and this and that. So like if you were
It's like
to
a totally
die,
different.
is that really our consciousness?
Isn't it the only
well,
thing- isn't
it
it the only
is,
thing
but
that
it's
gives-
not
It is-
because
it
like
is sort of
what
like
happens
ideas,
what happens if actually like we're making this podcast right now, but let's say like 2-3 generations down the road, they're gonna be like, you know what? Those are my grandparents, and they can hear us and they
Oh, my
can listen
hipos.
to us and be like, oh, they could be like, "Ah, those are my grandparents.
Let's be
These
real.
motherfuckers.
Nobody's
Yeah.
watching this.
And we might have 3 or 4 people in the audience.
Salute to you.
But
Had a bitch.
so I actually listened to a really good talk from Michio Kaku the other day, and he was talking about
What's it?
You love the
Micho
kaku.
Kaku.
Me suck a kaku.
Me love Kaku.
Isn't he that other scientist?
Yeah, he's one of
Hey, this is the
oh, okay, he's not
ancient
that
aliens, dude.
scientist, but he's the other scientist.
Ancient aliens, dude.
No, he's not.
No?
No,
Not that guy?
No, he's actually he's like legit scientist. He's like
Oh man, that's I like that
Teacher
show.
science.
No, I do like the ancient aliens, but like they're not really that credible. It's good for like entertainment, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's like
fucking History Channel entertainment.
For the reals, it's not credible.
no,
that's
How
the
do you
break
know
my
that?
heart.
That's incredible.
because they're not. But anyway, but like within like the scientific community, like I even hate saying that because you know I don't want to be like sound like I'm gonna discredit.
There's evidence fucking basing them towards visitors from the sky. It's
Maybe-
not.
maybe they're-
and they said that it's gods. Like
Maybe they were just
Gods,
higher than
right?
duck pussy.
it's the gods that
It
brought
might
this
have
to
been
us.
higher than
The
that.
gods that brought us this technology.
Tripping on shrooms is what I think was possible.
And you know what, bro? I thought about it too, Derek,
Possibility.
and not being funny about that, bro. But like being like psychedelic about it, like
There's actually like
because
a
consciousness is the
She's like,
key.
I don't want a part of that.
right.
No, for
She's
real,
like,
man. Like,
no.
That's what they
But,
say. It's consciousness is the key to everything. So
Yeah, well, they call that like there's this theory called the stone ape theory, wherever
Yep.
like apes were walking around, they were
That's how we evolved.
they ate the mushrooms, like psychedelic mushrooms, you know, because
Hey.
they're in nature,
they're like, fuck that.
and
Be human.
started
Fucking
evolving.
start fucking-
into
That's
the
our
minds.
brains grew like exponentially
Because of that.
through evolution.
I've
Yeah,
never
it
heard
should
that.
have
That's
taken
cool
a lot
as fuck.
longer.
Yeah, it's called
That's cool.
It's called the stone ape theory.
That's fucking cool.
We should do
I
shrooms.
want to look into that. I'm down. No, I'm just
He's like,
kidding.
fuck, you're a partner. You know what's crazy?
Tune in next time.
We're gonna be higher than
We're gonna hire them.
And then next pussy.
You know, well, you know what's crazy? That fucking, that only 2% of human history is recorded, so the other fucking 98% is fucking unrecorded human experience.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the
long
fucking
have
even
we
Because
those
modern humans have been around for the last 300,000 years or something like that,
for what we know.
for what we know.
So let's do the math. So how many years have we had recorded history?
So
300,000 years.
So probably
2%.
since like 5,000
10%
BC.
is 30.
But they say that
You think so?
dinosaurs.
5,000 BC. Okay, let's take the
so
Bible.
like
The
six.
Bible is 2,000 years old.
No.
2,000,
Okay,
let's
the
go.
New Testament is 2,000 years old. The Bible
Dude,
is
the
much
Bible-
older.
Yeah, you're
Much
right.
older.
You're
The
right.
New Testament
You're
is
right.
2,000 years old.
Look at the Quran and the fucking.
Quran came after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quran
Did it?
came after.
Yeah.
So what? Well,
The Old Testament is
you're right.
actually
You're right.
Jewish.
You're right. I stand corrected. Yeah.
Judea.
Yep.
Boy,
Okay.
So-
So what happened before before then? Like actually, how long do we have recorded history of human
See.
beings before that?
let me look this up.
You
Actually,
mean before what?
Before
What are those?
Bible
biblical,
times?
well, biblical times, but biblical times because the Old Testament they go back to like the beginning of time.
Beginning of
So-
time.
What do we have in recorded human history?
so the span of recorded human history is roughly 5,000 years, beginning with the Sumerian.
Sumerians, yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Those
about,
those are
that's about
the
3,000.
fucking
So that's
the,
about 3,000 BC.
the copper
Okay.
Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls.
Dead
man.
Sea
Dead
Scrolls.
Sea Scrolls were after three. Well, they found that later on.
What period? What time period was the Dead
Let me
Sea
see the
Scrolls
Dead
from?
Sea.
3,000.
No, because they came after the Dead Sea Scrolls. I want to
They
say
predated it.
were
They
maybe
predated
like-
the Bible. That's why.
No,
That's why it's so fucking.
no, they didn't predate.
They have documented cases for the Dead Sea Scrolls between 300 and 100 BCE.
Yeah. See, so it was basically after
Close
the
to
Bible
New
times.
Testament time.
Mhm.
Close to New Testament time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Foretold by the Dead
Okay,
Sea
so
Scrolls.
how do we know that the? Oh, can you guys explain to me like how we know for a fact that the New Testament came out before the Dead Sea Scrolls? Like,
Well, there had to
I
be
just
an
don't
old.
know.
There had to be an Old
New,
Testament.
New Testament was after the Dead Sea Scrolls time.
New,
Yeah.
New Testament was
We-
okay.
yeah.
New
So
Testament.
the Old
okay.
Testament was
So
when?
the Old Testament was before Christ. It was BC.
Okay.
And
okay.
then New Testament was when Jesus was born. And
You like
why-
me
why-
so-
no,
You
no.
sure
So,
talk a lot about
Well-
BC stuff.
no, but why? Why?
So Derek loves
So hold
the
on.
BC.
Hold on.
I like to
No, hold
find
on, no,
BCs
like-
at work.
You guys are like really throwing me off though. Like, so there was a Bible without Jesus in it
Yeah, that was the.
I don't know if there was
the Old
was there-
Testament
That's the Old
because
Testament.
before Christ is without Jesus, right?
So the Old
Yeah,
Testament. So
that
the
was
Old
like
Testament.
that's actually what the Jewish people believe because
Mhm.
they believe in the first five
So-
books of the Bible, which they call the Torah, and
The
that
Torah,
was
okay.
the Torah was
Genesis,
See,
Exodus,
I don't know a
Deuteronomy,
fucking thing. That's
Leviticus.
crazy. I didn't know that.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so anyways,
Yeah,
then
yes.
after and as far as like Christianity, what Christians believe is after the Old Testament was done and it was closed, and like we're living in the New Testament right now.
You got the
Okay.
old covenant and the new covenant. Old covenant is the Old Testament, which is man lives under law, and then the New Testament is the new covenant, which is the gospel of grace, which is Jesus.
Fuck. See, I didn't know that at all.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
so
Okay.
apparently it was written
No.
between 1200 and 165 BC.
The Old
That's
Testament.
when the Old Testament is.
So
considered
we're talking
so
1200
So it's 1200 years before.
so
3200
3,200
years.
years ago.
So what about
Before
fucking,
that's before Christ, before
Oh no,
BC.
from now.
3,200 years ago. Okay, so man has been around a lot longer than before that.
Oh, 300,000 years. Like,
Yeah, no,
scientists
that's-
if
say
they
that.
can, yeah, right. If they can like, amp up the ability to fucking make a writing system, right? Like,
Yeah.
they had to have been around a lot longer than
Oh
that.
no,
right?
yeah,
Like,
of course
like,
we have. Of course,
write a
we've
fucking
been along
Bible
way before
to
that.
tell everybody else, like, to even comprehend that shit.
Well,
And see-
there's definitely like cave drawings and shit like that, like that are definitely older than fucking like.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
Sumerian
it's
script and
way
stuff like
before
that,
that.
but-
Way before that.
But like
And
that's
science-
it's not
science
considered
has proved
recorded
that.
history because it's not like a
Yeah.
like a written down language or anything like that. That's
Yeah.
kind of what recorded history is. But like
That's what trips me out. See, I
like
didn't-
just imagine like that only being like the last 5,000, 6,000 years only being 2% of the whole fucking human experience. Imagine what
For real.
everybody like
Recorded human experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
recorded human
And see,
experience.
and that's what's really cool. Like, you talk about like, okay, let's see back to like the Native American experience, And the Native Americans, they I forget which one it is, man. You probably know more about this than I do. They talking about like the ant people that took them underground.
See,
And,
that's a trip, bro.
And they say that this is actually like the third time. I believe it's the third. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed out, but like there's we have gone through cataclysmic events where there's been whole resets on the planet, and so like man
I wouldn't doubt it.
they were civilized or whatever. Cataclysmic events.
What did they do,
Mathematically, yes.
And
because
what did
there
So
was-
why is that still visible, but nothing else is?
But there is other things like the Sphinx is way older.
That's the same
than-
area, though. I mean,
No, it's not. It's not the
Sphinx
same area.
is
Well,
only
it's
like
the same
a fucking
area,
third.
but it's not the same area.
It's only like
But
a
the
third
Sphinx
uncovered.
is
that's why I'm
actually
saying
a
why
lot
can we
older.
still see
older.
those things, but there's not a whole lot else to prove that
I think
they're-
there is. I think that we have to uncover.
That's what I'm
Because
saying. Why are those still visible, but everything else is not visible?
I don't
Everything
think
else
it's
is
not
covered up.
necessarily everything else, but there's a really good theory that what's the where all the city with the circles and like it was all Atlantis. Okay, there's a very good theory that Atlantis was in where Africa goes like this and it's like way over here. I don't know what they call it. They call it like the Eye of Africa. That's where a lot of people theorize that that's where Atlantis existed. But there might have been cataclysmic events
that shifted the planet like
that
you're talking
shifted
about.
the planet, and then like that way
Now it's
like,
underwater.
we don't see. So like I don't know. We don't know, but like maybe the pyramids are something that was still around after cataclysmic events.
So how did
and,
those survive, but
uh,
nothing else
yeah,
has?
yeah, like,
That's
depends
what I'm
on-
saying.
Maybe elevation with the plate tectonics, the way the plates move, and like shit goes underneath like this, and shit comes up and shit comes down, and that's
You're
just
talking probably like millions of years for this,
yeah, exactly.
So-
and those. How long have the pyramids been around? Like how far do those date back?
we
They're
I don't think we really know.
I bet you we do.
Like
Nobody
5,000 years.
nobody
But you know what's funny is like the Sphinx is older than the pyramids.
Yeah.
So the Sphinx has been there a lot longer, and I think they built the pyramids around the Sphinx.
You guys ever watch Mystery Man?
No.
With the Sphinx.
Yep.
So
Is that the one with fucking
So
Ben
you guys-
Stiller?
if you
Yes. Yep.
Have you guys
TV,
heard that?
right?
Like, you know how we prospered with that new technology, LiDAR, right? Ground penetrating.
Gator.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not
that's
real.
been around for a while. But the fucking no LiDAR, where they can fucking like they can
See
scan, you
underground?
can
Yeah.
scan underground structures, right? So in Mexico, like what you were talking to, Blue, what you were talking about, man. In Mexico, they have like there's these fucking giant fucking mountains, bro. Like legit mountains and hills in Mexico, around like
45
between Pumapunku and fucking all those fucking places, you know, that haven't even been fucking excavated yet.
Yeah.
But they know there are tunnels and architectural, like legit mathematical fucking shit underneath the fucking earth. But it's in the mountain. It's in fucking forests and fucking trees and earth and dirt and fucking grass.
Oh, I totally believe. I can see that.
In
I'm just
Mexico,
saying, the
like-
pyramids don't seem real.
I was
advanced to
going
me.
back to his question about, you know,
Are you
the pyramids.
serious?
So like LiDAR,
Yeah, it's
like
a
they're
fucking
doing that
pyramid.
fucking
We got
ground
fucking
penetrating
Fucking
radar.
lots.
Yeah.
skyscrapers
So
and
in
stealth
Mexico,
bombers.
around Pumapunku, like
We
in
got
between
fucking stealth bombers,
Pumapunku
we
and all
got
the
fucking
Mexican
big
ruins,
animals, little
like there's
fucking
mountains
asshole
in
on
Mexico
astronauts.
where they have
Fucking
they've
astronauts.
done scans and
Been to
shit
the moon.
because they look at this shit and like
Yeah, those
follow
fucking pussies.
like ancient fucking like writings and fucking
That's what
you know
think,
maps
though,
and
that,
shit.
You know, maybe.
And they did the fucking radar, ground penetrating radar, right? And so there's fucking places in Mexico where they haven't excavated yet, but there's fucking like tunnels and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
fucking like pyramids that are fucking buried amongst fucking
Yeah.
forests.
No,
So, like,
that's true.
you know
That's
what I
in,
mean?
that's in Mexico.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
in
like
South
fucking-
America. There's a lot of that.
Like the
It's all been
Aztecs
like
being
covered up by
done
like the jungles and stuff. Yeah, no.
So that's what I'm-
That's legit.
That's
shit.
what fucks
Yeah,
up my head, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
what he was saying.
No, I agree that I'm just saying, pyramids don't seem real advanced to me. I don't.
Are you for real? Man, pyramids are like
How
they're
can
they
way
move?
more
It's a
advanced
fucking
than
triangle.
our ancient civilizations have.
Dude, they have ways of moving shit.
Those blocks.
Yeah, well they do.
Yeah, they're
but
called slaves.
no, it's
No
way
fucking
more. I really believe that it's way more civilized than what they had back then.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that's
what do you
fine.
think it was?
Well,
Like
we're way more
3,000
civilized than
years
third
ago,
world
4,000
countries.
years ago?
It's
No.
just different societies.
Yeah.
Of course, there's different societies, but even though, like, you don't think that we would have had some of that technology that would come, you know, it would have been
Nah.
passed down to us.
Nah.
So there would have been
I'm
like,
not seeing-
okay,
Let's ask the
their
audience.
technology back
Let's ask
then
the
would have been
audience.
like.
What do y'all think? What do you guys want
There's,
to talk
do you
about?
think that like their technology was so advanced that like, okay, we're not gonna share the secret with them, and then like it was gonna be generations, thousands and thousands of years, like we didn't know about it? No, I don't think so. Like there was no real hieroglyphics that showed how they built the pyramids.
Sorry. I'm just not getting
I say the key is magnetism and mercury.
What?
it. You lost me.
No.
You lost me, Paulo.
Just search it. Like that's all I'm gonna say is
The
magnetism.
planet or the element?
No, I'm gonna say the secret to everything in the fucking world: magnetism and mercury.
The,
Find that-
the element or the
Figure it out on yourself. Go home whenever you're by yourself.
Okay, I'll look it up, but like mercury.
Magnetism and mercury.
Like
All
mercury,
right,
the
I'm gonna look that
element,
up.
or
No,
the
You
legit, I'm
get
gonna
it.
look that up.
Laugh now, and then figure that shit out when you get home.
Exactly.
You know what? It's funny how like Nikola Tesla said that the key of the universe was 369.
Damn, you
369,
fine.
damn good, you fine.
369. Damn, she's
One more
fine.
time.
Get low.
Get low.
Get low.
No, that's just the theory on how to
But
get
it really
bitches.
is. Yeah, me.
No, because everything comes back to the number 9. If
Wow.
you, I swear to God.
Yeah,
I
he
swear
said
to God.
that the key
My
to unlock
penis
the
is
universe
really
is
low.
369.
from the fucking Aztec calendar. If you were to fucking do the multiplication from the Aztec calendar, 365 days, right, in a year. If you were to fucking do all that multiplication, it all comes back to the number 9. No matter what you do. I swear to God.
What?
Search it.
Elaborate.
Search. Fucking search it. Watch.
369.
Yeah.
Damn
I
good,
swear to
you
God. I swear to God. Watch.
Did that Aztec calendar predict the end of the world to be like in 2012 or something like that?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, but that was.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about
Might have been
2012?
a-
I think there's
might have been a political scheme.
like
it was
Y2K.
like a shift. I think in like consciousness.
Might have been a shift in consciousness because I've actually heard a lot of theories on
I
that.
can
with-
see that
with
for
the shift
sure.
in consciousness.
Because
When
because-
things start turning shitty
I mean like about
them.
2012
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
2012 things started
like just think about
changing and
the
people
world
started.
before 2012.
They
Like,
also
way
said,
better.
Way better.
Way better.
but they also said that after 2012 that the world was going to be in a state of awakening, and look how many more people are
Yeah.
like
We're all woke.
away from bullshit. We're all woke. There's 82 genders.
Awakening.
We're woke.
Means completion.
369.
I swear, I just
to.
watched a fucking
369
documentary
Mark.
about this shit, man. Netflix.
But legit though, Nikola Tesla, he really did say like 369
I never,
was the key to the universe.
I never heard any of that stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know what that means.
Nikola
What did he
Tesla
mean
and the
by that?
369 code decoding God's thumbprint.
So we're talking about the God gene.
No, well, the God, that's
I'm fucking Achilles. And
that was more like
Achilles.
Michio Kaku, which you guys are gonna laugh at me where that.
I wanna know
But
the story.
Michio Kaku, he has actually he wrote a book called like the God Theory or the God. Shit, I'm too buzzed to even talk about this.
Read that. It's not.
You could say
Read
cock,
that.
like
You like
Yeah,
to
read
meet
that
you a
shit.
cock.
Get you a cock too.
Meet you a cock too.
Cockatoo.
Yeah,
Cockatoo.
okay. The numerology number 9 has a concern for the welfare of humanity. There is an absence of prejudice and judgment. 9 tends to be compassionate, tolerant of religions and lifestyles. The philanthropic for the welfare of people and the accomplishment of an idealistic vision. And number 9 is most humanitarian number of all.
Mitra Kaku.
Hashtag Michio
Slow down, dude. Fucking, it just restarted.
It did. I seen that shit when I went like
I
that.
was like, throw your diamonds up. Oh. Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.
Illuminati, bitch. No.
Illuminati in your mom.
I like
Bitch.
moms.
Me too. One of my favorite.
MILFs.
Hashtag we out.
You know how Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with?
That's true.
We gotta do a fucking podcast like that,
right now.
say some fucking crazy shit.